Here's a Spurs News Roundup of your latest Tottenham news all in one place in the last 24 hours to also dissect the story, so stay tuned to the end. Please like and subscribe if you're new. Thanks for all the support recently. Welcome back. Let's get straight into them with your Tottenham headlines to keep you up to date. West Ham United under-18s lost to Tottenham under-18s earlier today. It ended 5-0 to the Tottenham under-18s with goals from Muskilla, who got 2, Bose got 2 and Day got 1 as well. Matt Law for the Daily Telegraph says in the coming weeks talks will be held regarding Fabio Paratici's role at Tottenham Hotspur. The Italian is understood to be keen to remain at the club either in full-time or consultancy capacity. Next, Tottenham Hotspur head coach Thomas Frank on whether he would like to see Spurs midfielder Rodrigo Bentancur sign a new contract or not. Frank said before the game, I think first and foremost I'm very happy with Rodri. He's been a very good player for us, a top professional in every aspect. I'm happy with him, he's happy with being here. I know that for a fact. Let's see what is going to happen in the future. Thomas Frank spoke about the conversations he's had with the Lewis family over their plans for the club. Frank said, I've spoken to a few from the Lewis family and Peter Charrington, the new non-executive chairman. I also spoke to him before. Of course, he was on the board. So there's been good, constructive conversations and I feel the backing and they're happy. Thomas Frank has confirmed that he expects midfielder Bissouma to stay at Tottenham Hotspur beyond the international transfer window. Frank said, I'll be surprised if anyone is leaving us now. So yes, he's part of the squad. Will Lankshear scored his third goal in his fifth appearance in the Championship for Oxford United, where he's on loan from because he's still a Tottenham player. He scored against Leicester there. Jamie Redknapp believes there will be a strong focus from the Lewis family and Vinay Vernakashu to make the club more likeable following Daniel Levy's exit. The words of Redknapp are, this is a massive club that can be so much more. Gianfranco Zola admits disappointment to see Daniel Levy's exit at Tottenham Hotspur as chairman and firmly believes he made the club better every year. Zola said, I believe he was never given enough credit for the job that he did. Tottenham side to face West Ham earlier today, if we get into what happened there, was Vicario, Paulinho, Simmons, Tell, Bergvall, Romero, Kudus, Porro, Spence, Sarr, Van der Ven in number order. And also the substitutes are also in number order. Kinski, Danzo, Richarlison, Udogie, Johnson, Odebear, Bentancur, Davis and Kolo Muani. James Maddison posted during the game saying, honestly, the referees in VAR have had an absolute shocker of a start to the season. If that goal is disallowed for a foul, you will never ever see a corner be taken without the referee blowing for something ever again. As after Tottenham's goal was disallowed on the pitch, as Van der Ven's disallowed goal was deemed to foul the West Ham player. I question how, but that was what the decision was given. Spurs did take all 3 points to the London Stadium, the first win at the London Stadium since the days of Jose Mourinho. This was 6 years ago, the first win in 6 years since 2019. So it ended 3-0 Tottenham at the London Stadium. Sarr scored for Tottenham, 47th minute. Souček got sent off for West Ham, 54th minute. Bergvall scored in the 57th minute. And Mickey Van der Ven scored in the 64th minute. Xavi Simons registered his first assist at Tottenham and his Tottenham debut as well. And Papa Mate Sarr scoring again. So those are your Tottenham headlines there. Not too much for now in the last 24 hours. What was a good day for Tottenham with the under-18s. Smashing West Ham and the men's team as well. So let's get into your headlines and discuss it. Very good to see the under-18s doing very well. Very impressive that win against West Ham. Interesting about Paratici. Matt Law of the Daily Telegraph just saying that Paratici remains keen. I mean, it's just interesting the way it's worded in terms of he wants to hold his role at Tottenham, so he's already here. So I think it'd be a really positive thing for Paratici to stay, but I don't know whether that will happen now. Frank dropping subtle hint that he really likes Bentancur and, pretty much wants him to stay. I think it's been quite clear about that. He's happy with him, and if he wants him to stay, that means a new deal, doesn't it? Really, that he wants to see anyway. Thomas Frank being the head coach. I like Bentancur. I think he's a lot better than the fan base give him credit for, but we've got now a lot of midfield options, which of course is a really positive thing. Also got Frank speaking about conversation with the Lewis family. I mean, Frank would be told what to say about that, and so he's not too much you can say about that. But I do believe he's got the backing. I will say that, which is great. Interesting, didn't expect the Frank to confirm that Bissouma was going to stay. I mean, I don't know how you see that. I can see him staying but not being involved too much, maybe in the latter stage of the season. But look at Ange Postecoglou, wasn't really working with Bissouma for a long period of time, but Ange said after I got Bissouma, spoke with him and said, I need more from you, you're too inconsistent, and look how important he was in that Europa League run. So Bissouma with the right manager in his ear, I think Bissouma just needs a bit of motivation. He just needs to keep his head fixed and kind of concentrate, screwed on almost. Really good to see Will Lankshear doing very well. I have a lot of kind of expectation now for him, a lot of hope. Expectations harsh at such a young age, but I want him to do really well. So, and he is doing well. I mean, it's so easy to recall him in January if he is doing well, but I think we've got to keep him until the end of the season, complete his loan spell, and really do well. And Redknapp stating the obvious that there'll be a strong focus on trying to make the club more likeable, appealable, and more ambitious, of course, and how Levy's left. Interesting that Zola's saying that he's kind of disappointed to see Levy exit Tottenham. Of course, I think it's the right time for Levy to go, and I think he had to go. The last few years have been very painful for Tottenham supporters. However, overall, we can recognise what Levy's done, in particular off the pitch, and has made us sustainable, completable. We've done very well. Competitive is the word I'm looking for. On and off the pitch, his achievements mainly are off the pitch, though. I mean, Frank, before the game of that West Ham, team to take on West Ham, really surprised me to see Telstar, who I thought personally, in my opinion, looks a little bit lost in this game, which is unfortunate, but everyone else playing well, Bergvall, Sarr. There's a really good performance in this game from Tottenham, so super, super impressed. A great start, and what an appointment Thomas Frank has been. I mean, talk about signings of the summer in the Premier League, Frank's got to be up there, certainly for Tottenham anyway. So no, really impressive all round, and Souček red, clear red. It looks like Paulini's got away with that, which is great. Totally agree with James Maddison, what he's saying about VAR. I mean, I just can't understand how that has not been given. Van der Ven, for me, has been pushed 2 hands in the back. And yeah, okay, Van der Ven's got his hands on the West Ham player. Was it Walker Peters? It might have been. Can't remember who it was. Walker Peters was one of them. Either pushed him or got pushed by. He got pushed himself. But what I do know is that Van der Ven is in a West Ham sandwich. It looks like a sandwich, complete sandwich. And just, for me, it's not. It's a 50-50. Van der Ven gets pushed. He's pushing someone else back slightly. Not for me. I think the goal should stand, and I disagree with the referee's on-field decision, which was to chalk off the goal, to disallow the goal. And for me, VAR, you've got to look at it and go, do they intervene? And is that a clear and obvious error? For me, it is a clear and obvious error, but that's where the disagreement will be. But no, comfortable for Tottenham. Great to get that first win in over 6 years against West Ham. It's a really positive day for the club. But honestly, that performance is very good, totally in control, totally dominant. And yeah, so many positives to take out of it, even like Simmons getting his first assist. So good day at the office for Tottenham, and hopefully you enjoyed this Spurs News Roundup and you're now up to date. Fun analysis and every single Tottenham headline that's possible in the last 24 hours or so. Come back tomorrow for the Spurs News Roundup and plenty other content that we have to offer you at the channel. Spurs women content, Spurs men's content, Premier League content, and England content in short form, in video form, and in podcast form. Couldn't deliver any more than we are at the moment. Honestly, it's a lot of stuff we're putting out. I'm putting out there, and I really enjoy doing it. So any support is much appreciated, because I really enjoy it. That's why I do it ultimately, and I want to keep you guys up to date, make sure that you're enjoying as well the videos. So if you can, let me know if you are, because that's the whole point of doing it. But thank you very much, and for now, a massive come on, you Spurs.